everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Coach Paula Diamond Speaks. I am so happy that you are here, and if this video resonates with anyone, please be sure to share it. And for all my new subscribers, I welcome you. Thank you so much for the love. Know that I love you too, just as the same. So today our topic is focus on you. Now this right here can be a very, very challenging thing to do, but it is one of the most important. You're going to come to a place in your lifetime where you are going to have to focus on you. And within focusing on you, that takes you to a place where you learn how to work on you. And the reason being is because, life is about being able to live it to the fullest of your potential, to the fullest of what you love, and not to really suffer going through life. It's not meant for us to suffer. We weren't born or placed here to suffer. We were born and placed here to enjoy life, tap into who we are, and to live authentically and be the best that we can be. So one of the things that I'm learning when it comes to focusing on yourself and learning to work on yourself is discipline. Discipline is extremely challenging for a lot of us, even for myself, because it took time for me to learn discipline. I didn't always have discipline. However, I do have it now, and I am so grateful for it, because discipline is your honorable friend. And why I say it's your honorable friend, because if you have discipline and you be loyal to discipline, discipline will be loyal to you. I like to call these tools your loyal friends that you need to keep close to you. And discipline is one of them. Set your goals, write down what it is that you want to do and what you want to accomplish within the time that you want to accomplish it. Just have the discipline. Have the discipline with nothing being able to deter you from your goals that you have wrote down, that you have said, okay, I am going to do this. I'm going to commit to this. I'm going to be disciplined to this. And that is what you need to do, whether it's fitness, eating healthy, whether it's going to school, do something that you have feared, but you need to get over that fear, whatever it is. You have got to be disciplined enough to allow yourself to dig in and go for it all the way. You go all in 100 or nothing at all, because things have changed. I know a lot of us can admit to that. I don't know if you remember this show that used to come on back in the day. It's a different world than where you come from. And that's exactly where we are now. It's a different world than where we come from. But you can't be afraid of this world. You have to be willing to put in what it takes to focus on yourself and to learn to work on yourself. And I believe everything is going to be A-okay. I just really do, because it all first starts with you. The second one is consistency. This one was a hard one for me. I was always in and out of consistency, because I would start something, then I stop. I start something, then I stop. And I know a lot of us are guilty of that. We start something and then we stop. A lot of times we'll stop because you will even see the results, and then you start self-sabotaging yourself because maybe you fear the success of what comes from your consistency. However, again, when it comes to working on yourself and focusing on you, it's a whole nother level. It's a level of becoming now. It's a level of reaching your full potential, your limitlessness. That's what it's about. So consistency, you can't be in and out. You can't be in and out. Even when you start to see results, you don't want to self-sabotage yourself. Instead of self-sabotaging yourself, celebrate yourself. That is the best advice I can give. Instead of self-sabotaging yourself, celebrate yourself. Celebrate yourself for how far you've come and for the work that you have put in. Consistency is the key. I guarantee you, if you keep going and being consistent with your goals and your dreams, whatever it is that you said that you're going to do, you're going to see results. It's inevitable. Just be reasonable about your goals. Don't put too much on yourself. Just give yourself maybe 2, 3, that's gonna lean you into your best self, or whatever it is that you want to do, or whatever it is you want to accomplish in life. Lean into it, because it's baby steps. When it's all said and done, it's baby steps. There's no big gigantic steps to any of this. Discipline, consistency, they're all baby steps, And the third one is, which is, they all kind of difficult. I'm not even gonna say difficult. They're all very challenging, but at the same time, we are all very strong. We really are. We have a lot of strength, because if any of us are 50 and over, you have been through some things, you have learned some things, which means you have a lot of wisdom. However, a lot of times we will put our strength into things that don't really serve our highest good. And so we need to replace that, put our strength and our energy into the things that serve our highest good, that creates a better version of ourselves. So letting go is one of them. And a lot of times I find that, I know I'm good for this, for nostalgia, I tend to dwell a lot in the past. And I know a lot of us do. However, the only time we really should dwell in the past is when the past has something to do with letting us know how we have overcome something, so it will help us as we grow in our future, towards our future. But to dwell in the past about things that just don't serve our highest good, and keep replaying it in our minds, maybe a bad relationship or a bad marriage, or just things not going right, things not going as you would like them to go. This journey that a lot of us are on, because we're all on a journey, there's just some things that cannot be avoided, and that is lessons we have to learn. And one of them that I'm learning is you have to be willing to let go, detach yourself from the outcome. We all have this vision of how we want things to be and look, and the outcome of everything, which is all good. However, when we write down our goals and we go all in and we do the work, and we continue to do the work, because we do have dreams, we do have goals that we want to accomplish. We have to be willing also to let go of people and things that's not aligned with what we're doing, with where we're trying to go. And sometimes letting go of people can be one of the hardest things that we can do, especially if it's a family member, someone that you've been in a relationship for decades or years. Yeah, it can be very hard. But one thing I know for sure is that if it's meant for someone to be in your life, they're going to be there. You don't have to be afraid to let someone go. Their journey is their journey, your journey is your journey, and sometimes it's just not meant for someone to be in your life at a particular time. They say there's a season for everything. There's a time and place for everything. And with that being said, we have to learn to let go. We have to learn to let go of people if it's not serving our highest good and aligned with what we're doing and where we want to go. We have to be willing to let it go. And yes, does it hurt? Oh, it hurts. Sometimes it stings. You hear me? It stings where a whole box of tissue will be used up on it. So, but it's going to only make you stronger. And at the time, we don't want to hear that. We're caught up into the situation, but we have to learn to control our emotions and learn to let go of some emotions to be able to move forward and let go. So that is like the third most important honorable friends that I find that we need to hold close to us, is to learn to let go, to be able to focus on ourselves and work on ourselves to become our better and best version of ourselves. That's what it's about. It's not about staying in the past and continuing to do the same things that we did before, especially if they're not making us a better person, if they cause misery, pain, or discomfort in some kind of way. We have to make changes. We have to be willing to make those changes, and letting go is a big part of that. Number 4 of our loyal friend is patience. Woo! When you're like me, you have this attitude that I know what I want and I want it and I want it right now. It just don't work like that sometimes. Most of the time, it just don't work that way. It's okay to know what you want and to go for what you want, but sometimes you gotta be patient. You just gotta be patient, plain and simple. You gotta be patient. Not just for the things that you desire and that you want in life, but also you have to be patient with yourself. You got to be patient with yourself and allow yourself to heal. Allow yourself the time that you need to implement all the things that you have to do to become this best and greatest version of yourself. And yes, with that comes patience and compassion for yourself. They go hand in hand. The same patience and compassion that you extend to others is the very same that you must give yourself. And a lot of us, we don't do that. We so hard on ourselves and so impatient with ourselves. We want everything right now, right here, fast, quick, and in a hurry. Because we live in a world where everything's quick, fast. And really, that's not how it that's not how it is. You're gonna have to slow down eventually. You're gonna be put in a place and in a position where you're gonna have to slow down and learn to go with the flow and be patient. So I find that patience is extremely important and one of our honorable friends that we have to keep close to us. And remember that anything worthwhile, it doesn't happen overnight. It takes patience. The 5th one, my last one, is self-love. Self-love is so important because when you have self-love, there's things that come with self-love, and that's all the things that I mentioned before: discipline, consistency, letting go, patience, and also having compassion for yourself. Because when you have self-love, there's things that and people that you're just not going to allow to happen in your life. And a lot of us need to really be still and calm it down and learn to love ourselves. Because when we learn to love ourselves, we get to know ourselves. We get to know ourselves from the inside out. It will reflect what's going on in the inside. And also, self-love is so important because if you're ever looking to live an amazing, loving life and just being in love again, or just living life in an adventurous, just amazing, beautiful intake of life. It first starts with yourself by loving yourself, because what you are is what you will attract. And if you love yourself, you learn to love yourself, you're going to attract love. And I truly believe love is the way when it's all said and done. A lot of us have encountered a lot of hurt, a lot of pain, a lot of hate, a lot of misery. And I'm sure we all can agree on this one thing, that it does not feel good. But if we've all had a little taste, a sample in some kind of way of love in any shape, form, or fashion, we know that it feels good. So the best thing we can do is start by loving ourselves. Self-love is number one. It's number one on the list. Really, I should have put it as number one, but I wanted it to resonate, with you just so deeply, that how important self-love is. And a lot of times, a lot of us live our life for decades, for years, and have not learned to love ourselves. When you begin to focus on yourself and work on yourself, you learn to love yourself. And so you can reflect love. So in return, love comes back to you. I have something I want to read to you. And I had pulled it. Can you see that? Love. I had actually pulled this card. I just have to read it to you. It just jumped out. I had a bunch of cards. The stack was about this big, and this card jumped out. Love. Okay, see that? Love. It says, the essence, energy, and presence of God within and throughout every living thing. And I'll read the prayer. This is the prayer from me to you. Precious Lord of my life, and whoever your higher power may be, dwell in my heart today so that I will be rooted and grounded in love. Allow me to comprehend the width, length, depth, and height of your love, so that I will be anchored in the fullness of you. Today, I choose to be a walking, talking, breathing demonstration of how much you love me and how much love I am capable of showering on others. And so it is. Love, y'all. Love is the key, and it all starts with yourself. Self-love. So let's go over the 5 honorable best friends that we want to keep close to us. Focus on ourselves and learn to work on ourselves. The first one is discipline. Pick out some goals, write down your goals, and commit to them. Don't vary from them. Consistency. Consistency is important, because if you write down you're going to do something 3 times a day, 2 times a day, whatever you write down, that how many times you're going to do something or what it is you're going to do, be consistent with it, because consistency is the key, that in time you are going to see the results. And because you have done this, you will be rewarded, and you will be rewarded well because of the work you put in, because these things are not easy. Trust and believe, they're not easy. And the third one is let go. Let go of all the things that's not serving your higher self, that has everything to do with creating a better and greater version of you. Fourth one is patience. Have patience with yourself along your journey. Things sometimes they don't go as we always would like them to go. There's going to be obstacles, challenges, things to step in our way, because they're tests to just see how strong we are, how bad we want what we want. So we're going to be tested on it. So be patient and compassionate with ourselves, because we're going to need it. Don't self-sabotage ourselves. Instead of self-sabotaging ourselves, learn to celebrate ourselves. And the last and final one is self-love. Self-love all starts with you. Begin to love yourself unconditionally and authentically, and everything else will reflect that. Love is the key. Share love. Love is the key to all things, I believe. And with that being said, I love you and thank you so much for, spending some time with me of focus on yourself. Learn to work on yourself, to become what you so desire and to accomplish your dreams and goals. Start with those 5 things and I guarantee you'll see a difference. There are many others, but like I said, it's baby steps. It takes time. So I think if we start with these 5 things and allow ourselves time to grow with them and become a part of us, honor them and implement them, I'm sure it's inevitable that we will see a difference. So I love you. I love you so much. And share this video if you know it can help someone. I do appreciate you in every way. From my heart to yours. I love you so much and thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. This is your time, dream time. Keep your head up.